Thank you, Prime Minister. And those teasers will have us listening tomorrow, I'm sure, to the address, the time, and the time of day will be announced later. But we do have an idea of some of the good things that could happen in this rebuilding process. It's not easy, as the Prime Minister said. Rebuilding is never easy, rebuilding of anything. And so we all must have the patience to rebuild. I heard some people saying in Roseau, I have water. Have you? Others will say, I have electricity. Have you? It's an improvement. Makes me want to say, I am Dominica. Are you? Together we can do a lot. Let's not forget that. I have some updates from the utility companies and I'll read them out to you. I'm not the one saying it. I am reading what they have told me to say. Nobody come to me, as one or two people have already come to me saying, you said this, I'm not seeing it. My job is simply to repeat or to recite, perhaps, what they have given me. And Dawasco is saying, let me get this correct. Oh yes, it's Digicel. Dawasco, we had an update from them. I read that out yesterday, and now it's Digicel. Douglas Point and Hampstead are now live. That's the cell sites, I expect. Douglas Point and Hampstead are now live, and it's bringing coverage, and that's bringing coverage to the northeast. Coverage now extends from Grand Bay around Scott's Head, up the west coast, up to Clifton, across the Paybush, and around to Hampstead. DigiCenter retail location continues daily operations, offering SIMs, phones, top-up, and customer care. Additional retail locations: ASI Grand Bay operational, Phone Shack Rose and Portsmouth to open this week. Digicel also announces meetings or a meeting with the community leaders from Atkinson, Kalinago territory, Castle Bruce and La Plaine, and the structural engineer visited all primary schools with mentioned areas, or with the mentioned areas. Team of 11 Digicel members successfully completed verification assessments for damaged homes, and the registration of community household continues. That's Digicel. Improvements all around. And let's see. Here's what happens with Seabourn. Seabourn has resumed regular scheduled flights, commercial flights from San Juan, Puerto Rico to Douglas Charles Airport. Liat has resumed commercial flights on a limited schedule from Barbados and Antigua. As it relates to the ferry terminal, the plan to relocate operations from Woodbridge Bay back to the ferry terminal, that plan is on for this weekend. Now, let me just remind you of what Dawasco has told us. Water has been restored. The city of Roseau, the Foncole Industrial Estate, Newtown, parts of Kings Hill, Maho, parts of Canefield, parts of Goodwill, Bath Estate, Tarish Pit, Roseau Valley, Loda, Cochrane, parts of Copthall, Viecas, Penville, between Sinico and Salibia, Calibishi, Montjean, Rivière-Siwick, Castle Bruce, Grand Fond, Salisbury, Portsmouth, Cottage to Tukari, part of Grand Bay, a section of Point Michel, Loubier. And Dawasco is working very hard to restore water to the other areas. Updates will follow as we go along, as things happen, and they passed on to us in our daily press briefings. We'll let you know and keep you informed. Do we have another one? Yes. Cable and wireless flow. And forgive the little paper noise that you're hearing, but I'm just looking at this now, even for the, yeah, changes in service restoration from Monday's report. Mobile service has been restored in Salisbury, that's Grand Savan. Mobile service has been restored to the Mon Espanol site, which serves Portsmouth all the way back to Corliho. And mobile service has been restored to the St. Joseph site, which also serves Layu and Castle Bruce. And the overall mobile services, that's the restoration of mobile services to date. Roseland environs, spanning all the way to the south, to Point Michel and some parts of Belleville-Chopin. Mont Daniel, covering areas on the west coast all the way down to Coulibistry. Then Canefield, Massac, Portsmouth, and Glanvilla, that's Portsmouth proper. Glanvilla, Cochrane covering Mont Prospect, Sylvania. Poncassé covers Bells, Interior, and Castle Bruce. Then there's Wesley, Melville Hall Airport, Hampstead, Blenheim, Picard South, Stock Farm, St. Joseph, Mon Espanol, Salisbury, Grand Savan, Point Michel. And the total number of sites restored to date, 21. That's the cell sites, of course. And the percentage of sites restored to date, 42%. So they have about, what, 58% to go? But 42 is good. We'll take it. And mobile service is expected to be functional in the following locations by October 13th. October 13th, I think, is today. Tomorrow? Tomorrow. I'm a little ahead, I think. Mont Prospect and Penville. I'm so anxious. So, mobile service is expected to be functional in the following locations by October 13th, Mont Prospect and Penville. And fixed line services workable in the following areas, contingent upon the line plant to individual households. Roseau, Canefield, St. Joseph, Portsmouth, Maho, Poncassé. Flow has also facilitated restoration of services to several business customers, offering them to open their doors to serve the public. I read that again. Flow also has facilitated restoration of services to several business customers. It may be business companies, I'm not sure. It sounds like business companies, allowing them to open their doors to serve the public. In addition, Flow has provided optical fiber to the Office of Disaster Management to help them function more efficiently. That's what we have so far, and I expect as we go along we'll have a lot more. Now, there is something which I have spoken to a lot of people about, and that is insurance. We do hope to have somebody sooner or later to speak about insurance. Here's an update just coming to hand. Traffic arrangement is working well and remains in force until further notice. Of course, we heard the Prime Minister say that he will, in his address tomorrow, address this matter because he has spoken to the police about the curfew, and we anticipate some new arrangement. Let's see what happens. Insurance is important. In times like this, we find that out. And people who don't have any insurance are suddenly wondering what to do next. Some people can afford insurance and they just don't bother. Some just feel that it's not important. But we need to understand, those of us who have insurance policies, what we must do when this happens. What can we do? And one of the first things we must do is send in a claim. I've met many people who simply say, I'm waiting on the insurance company. And I ask, have you sent in a claim? No. You must go to the office, or you must find a way to get your papers in, a claim, to say that my house has been damaged or whatever has happened to you. So go out and find a way to make a claim with your insurance company so that they can then assess you. If you don't do that, they don't know. They feel you're one of those who got away. So please, do yourself a favor and don't just simply say, well, I have insurance. Go out there and make your claim. We'll have somebody sooner or later, I think in the near future, to talk to you about this in greater detail so that you'll understand it even better. That's it for today. We have had a good time, I think, because we listened to the Prime Minister. Those of you who listened will anticipate something big tomorrow, and I'm sure there will be something big tomorrow based on what you've heard today. Let me also belatedly say welcome to all those who are listening on DBS Radio, on Vibes Radio and Kyrie FM, those on Facebook and YouTube. Please join us again tomorrow. It has been a good day so far. Make it even better. Get out there. Do one thing to make Dominica better. Thank you.